Suppose I should just start playing. Been a while since I've actually done anything. So, should be interesting. Hopefully the audio is okay for both me and the game. Nope. How so? Ah. How's that? Huh? Still quiet? How am I now? Really? Hmm. Yeah. Well, I... Oh. Let's see. Yeah, let me just raise that up a bit. That's better. Not ideal, but... Hmm. It's interesting that it's very quiet for my mic. Yeah. Is it? Interesting. I don't know if that'll fix anything. Yes. That's all the way up. So that's fine. So why is it so quiet in Twitch? Testing all these things out is always fun. Woo! I mean, that's true. It is good that no one's watching at the moment. I mean, that's fair. Maybe this'll help. Yeah, a little. Let me just make sure I'm not clipping or anything. That is so weird. Yeah. Yeah. I also listen to things a bit differently as well. uh just adjust this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Is it Is it I'm just trying to listen to it on my my thing. Yeah, it seems a bit low still. It's very odd. Let me raise this up a bit. Okay, that's yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Because it's no, it's more that I want it to not have background noise. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and try this again. All right, now that we have that, let me know if the game audio needs to be adjusted. There should be some music or ambient noise playing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was like a doom 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 doom. Yeah. Grimoire. Okay. Oop. Oh, you don't want to be in there. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. Okay. Now everything should be set up. Area. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. All right. Sound is important, apparently, in this game. Headphones are strongly recommended. Okay.
"2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp.
A murder most
A
foul.
small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the Marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction. Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
Why would anyone come
I've
here?
explained this already. This area is famous.
Is it?
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
Ah.
Murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always
Got a
enjoyed a
point.
challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? Heh, there's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
That's fair. All right. Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. The exact cause of death is unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. All right. Ooh, that's nasty. And little footprints. I mean, that suspect is dastardly looking. Better make sure I am on the lookout for that. Also, it doesn't have claws. Looks like tentacles. So, strike 1 for that particular theory.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that
What
stupid
was it
cartoon
before?
character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Ah. My hat! Chapter 1. A swamp full of secrets.
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here.
Excellent.
When you've
excellent.
collected some, of course. I'll
Fair.
stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Sure thing, officer. Officer, I forgot your name. So that's the case file. Clues. He's fabulous. That is a magnificent mustache. My goodness. I'm Nigel Thornborough. His body was found outside his office. Yep. Nothing else there. Previous. That was a frog sound. Has not been officially cited for 60 years. Cool. Wow. What are my notes? Good notes. No clues. Alright. Suspects, notes, clues. police file, which we just saw. I didn't actually look at his picture when I saw the police file before. Oops. Alright, can I... Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I wanted. Click and hold back button to exit immediately from menus. Good to know. Alright, let's walk this way.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
What hint icons? I'm guessing it was that. Yeah, those. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off right now. Cool. Okay. Hi.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No,
true.
Well, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember.
What should I remember?
You're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
From the fairground? Was there a previous game to this?
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and behave.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature. But
The
it can't be
creature.
him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared.
Poof.
I might pretend I imagined her.
Well, we got a map, so that's good. Where's that? Is that in the clues? It is. Haha. Generously donated by the mysterious little girl at the entrance. Access map from the button in the corner. Oh, that icon. Okay. Next. Okay. Ah, this corner. Cool.
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Kind of? More hugging, I suppose?
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Oh, that is a statue. That is indeed a statue.
The fence that seems to surround this entire area. No clues, just mud.
Excellent.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here.
Ooh, notes.
Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
Yeah.
I still don't forget.
Ah, and it tells me which way I can go. Good. Good.
Just an odd old tree. Just my luck, the gate's closed.
Who is this voice actor?
Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate.
Because he sounds very familiar.
Probably.
Oh. Ah. I see. And this has to go this way. And whoop. Oh.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
That works. Also, I think that's very not
This is the
secure
tourist
of a lock.
attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom. and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts
Enter the Mind Palace.
and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
Alright, so Officer James. James is the dude. Oh, where's my hat? Let's see. My hat is way too big for my beard to murder someone.
My
Perfect.
hat is way too big for my beard to murder someone. What is that supposed to mean?
Alright. Tell him. What else has he been in? Oh, okay, this way.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
Oh, okay.
What's the story behind this place?
Where are my thoughts? Can I just access my thoughts? Oh, okay, so I can kind of do all that. There's the map again, or at least partially the map. Okay.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
So let's go to the cafe then.
I should visit the crime scene before I do. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Okay, we'll go to the museum. Suppose. What's
A
this?
rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
It is. That's why I clicked on it.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait. These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Yeah.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden... It's...
Yep.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest... I can't...
Alright, I already heard that. Ooh, what's
I
that?
should visit the crime scene before... I think Officer James said it was to the west.
But it's a suspicious-looking tent. Fine. Go to the crime scene, I guess. There's a clearing, probably over here. Where's the map? Oh, this is straight up the map. Okay, good to know. Set the swamp. Okay. Go this way.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door. And back down into those reeds by the water. So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Yep, there's no new information there other than that. Okay. And there's a window.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. So...
Okay, yep.
There are and back down into the...
Okay, there's
What's
bubbling.
this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down
lockpick.
here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Oh. It's this one now. Three? Yep, 3.
That's the one.
Got it.
But I wonder where this lockpick came from.
That's a good question. Discarded near entrance to Remington's office, covered in strange slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into the office of Remington. Alright, well.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
But I
Maybe
have
if
this.
I get desperate later on.
But I have this fancy schmancy lockpick. Can't I just use it? Guess I can't just use it. Alright, let's go back.
I don't like it here.
Neither do I.
I can't. Maybe if I get.
Alright, now let's try going back then. Oh, hello, fellows.
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
You look.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
Oh, that beard.
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
Are you?
Don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious?
Van de
I
Peer.
am Vincent Van de Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have talent for answering my questions. Very talented beard you've got there. Yep, let's go with that.
Is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
Exactly. All right. Let's talk about your
What's a famous
jarb.
guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy.
Several
About the swamp
movies.
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man.
He's burly.
Well, faithful enough, you know.
That's
no,
for sure.
I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. It looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I
Cool.
wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Were you working yesterday?
Tell me about last night.
Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio
Ooh,
track.
good.
Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
I'll be the judge of that. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, was that a gun? Huh. Thud. Clang. Two clangs, apparently. What kind of sounds like a gun, or maybe the... That might be the door just being, like, forced open, maybe. Okay. I don't think I have anything I can show you. Can I show you the film
I don't know
footage?
if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Ah, that's exactly what I want. Yes, you're right. Okay, let's talk to you. Hello.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name. It's like one of the best. Uh-huh. It's my second name. Detective is my first name. What's a first name?
First name? What's a first name? Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Vincent. Told me that. You were nowhere to be found.
Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
A challenge. Challenge topic will now be available when talking to Burl. Find the truth. Cool.
Oh?
Hello, Bobby.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer? You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
With the fantastic
That's right.
beard, yes.
I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did he want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Probably not, but... A ghost! Oh, that's an adorable ghost. Oh, that's such a cute ghost. There was an earlier game. Ooh. Oh! It's that game! Oh yeah, I remember playing that. Haunt the House. That was a very adorable game. Do you remember that? My eyebrows. Excellent. My eyebrows offered to help Boggy to murder the victim.
My eyebrows offered to help Boggy to murder the victim. I'm losing my mind here.
Alright. So Vincent only recently got permission from, I'm guessing, Richard, to dress up as Boggy. Film here.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Who knows? He wasn't given permission. Last
You were
night.
here yesterday, I presume. Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Oh.
You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
That would be unfortunate. Let's do your challenge. Ooh.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well,
Eating?
let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
Yeah, you left it.
After the Vanderpure, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around?
A swamp.
You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Yeah, Vanderpure did say you had a
Vanderpure said
hobby.
You had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well,
I hope
yes,
it's not
he's
something
right.
weird.
I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here.
Oh.
I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect.
I mean, it was
Here
at
we are.
night.
Feel free to
so-
take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Oh, I have to do this myself. All right. All right.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
This is a dude in a costume. For sure. Again, there are no claws. So I'm not sure why everybody thinks it was this particular monster. Photo has... Oh, long legs. Is the swamp deep then, I guess? Blurry photo shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. Alright, I think I'm done with you for right now.
This area is kind of empty.
It's
I
not...
can't see anything.
I wanted to talk to this man. This fantastic man.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Denied you filming.
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his
It's a very
mind?
good question.
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A little bit.
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
A masterpiece. I don't know. Maybe he gave him an autographed photo. That's probably what it was. That's money. It's always money.
Right. That's the one.
That's the ticket.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So
Quid
you
pro
would've
quo.
owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
Cool. Alright. That might be all I get from y'alls. Let's continue walking around. Hold on. Where am I? So I'm here. I haven't been that way. Protest? There's a protest? What? Oh. Hello, other fine bearded sir in a poncho.
Ah, you've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such
Characters?
unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well,
it's
if
a
you
swamp.
say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose. You're a good swimmer, or because you'd bounce if I threw you at a wall. I'm gonna go with bounce.
Why? Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back.
Ah.
Again and again, until my job is done.
What is your job, good sir?
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that
Oh.
mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all
Sure.
ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
That's good.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that.
Oh,
He's
got all
earned
dark.
the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or
Okay.
anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Cool. All right.
You come
Last
here
night.
every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
It's good note. Should I show you the film footage?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
I was hoping the sounds would probably jog something. Okay, well, let's go back. I want to talk to Burl.
Oh?
No, not that. Present a profile. Echo.
You should ask someone else.
Okay. He's not going to tell me anything. Even though he was here and saw it all.
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to.
That's a cute lock.
It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
I don't know that number, so I'm gonna go back.
Ah!
Clue. There's no clue. Okay. I thought that would have been a clue. But, okay. Let's just move on to the cafe. Hello there.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Did you miss me? That's a weird thing to say.
Oh, no.
Just arrived.
I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
Yes, it was.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you're better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Okay.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Alright, what were you doing last
When
night?
you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening. same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels, and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight.
Alright.
Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning.
Ah.
If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I
Sure.
absolutely do.
Okay. I have a feeling I know where those leggings were used for. And that would be this photo, because those. Oh, it was hanging. Got it. Alright. I don't think I have anything else for you right now.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know?
I'm sure there's What is this? Creepy thing staring at me?
What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all. It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside.
I think that came from the window.
2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Alright,
Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Bonky doll. Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside.
it's fair.
Bonky doll. Brightly colored bonky baseball caps.
Okay.
Is there something behind them?
Yes, I already grabbed that, thank you.
A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas.
Sure.
Boggy doll.
Got an achievement for Boggy's fan club. Excellent. Uh-huh. Alright, let's continue on.
There
I
aren't many clues over
suppose.
here. Unless they're... But I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go to the cafe.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At
Oh,
your service.
you know
well,
who I am.
Kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious
Everyone's got
as
such
you like.
interesting
I
beards.
won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits.
Or you have my
But
hat.
I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Thank you.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
Yeah.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each
Okay.
other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one
The bog
nearly
dog.
every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks
That's
for the
good.
information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle.
Ah.
A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Yeah, there was something. Remington later left cafe feeling ill after eating up. After Harper sold him a bog dog.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Cool.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Clearly the ketchup. Poison.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was
Probably.
poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Probably with that
The
lockpick,
storeroom
yeah.
was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog.
Creature of
He ate
habit.
one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Probably. Okay. Oop. That's a hat. Yeah. Okay. Bug dog. Last night. Okay. Swamp juice. Alright.
Grass, trees, nothing unusual. The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship. I think. Never really learned much about ships.
That's fair.
Predictably, a trash can, and I just can't resist taking a look inside.
Always gotta
The
look in
glamorous
those.
life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
I hope so.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Anything else? There's a banana. Armageddon, my revenge. Is that what that says? Yeah, Armageddon, my revenge. Interesting. Don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, I think it was just that. Alright. It's a costume design. Okay. Interesting.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
That girl's green hair. Costume inside. Costume design. Explains what that swamp creature. Oh. What that photo is showing me.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burl's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer.
Indeed.
I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
It would be. Ooh, chapter 2. A deadly disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
Who are you?
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe. There's a wooden path built right into the shipwreck. The rope bridge leads up through those trees. Do they expect tourists to climb up there? It looks dangerous.
I'ma go up there. It's a house.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home. The latch is broken on this door.
That's unfortunate.
Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Let's take a look. So...
Perfect. I am amazing.
Quite boop, boop, boop. Wicked Witch of the Swamp?
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
That's a face. Not exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Not exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
Nope.
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Yeah. Okay,
What do you
what's
do
your job?
here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
Do you even work here?
I was living
Just-
here before
ah.
that man was even born. And I have absolutely nothing to do with him. Or
Sure.
this little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
60
What
years.
have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here. But I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
Oh.
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set. But if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll
I
tell you
have
what that
two
liquid
things.
consists of.
Wow. How do you do that?
Chemistry.
Yes. Alchemical knowledge enough to maybe make, I don't know, poison? Yeah. Oh. Page from her book on pressed flowers. Contains information all about the flowers. Green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum. Can't be found anywhere else. Alright. Good to know. Last
Your
night,
job
what were you
is
doing?
to ask me about what happened last night.
It
Do
is?
you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Everyone's got
Thanks.
great alibis.
Just give
Fantastic.
me a minute to write all this down.
Rock solid. I don't want to talk to you about the... Oh. Interesting. It tells me what things have liquid on them. That's kind of cool.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Sploop. Turn.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Okay. Well, it's green, so... There we go.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Okay. It consisted of
Let's see.
blue and yellow flowers.
First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Uh-huh. It's the same...
And now, we
Liquid.
just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Oops. Is it just selling swamp water?
Got it!
I think he's just selling swamp water.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Yeah. It's kind of nasty. And the
Let's
black
see.
leggings have the same thing.
First thing, then tap.
Because it's green and go bloop and a bloop.
And
And
now,
oh my gosh, a blue and a yellow make a green.
got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Was that the same as last time?
Yes.
This was the exact same
Yes, it
liquid.
is. That's nasty, dude. That's just straight nasty. Alright, Ooh, can I ask you about the... Bog
No, thank
dog? Oh. Okay. Alright. And I could ask you about the boggy costume. Do you know
I
anything
found these
about it?
designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
Yes,
No,
exactly.
But that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
That's
Well,
exactly why.
These designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
Ah.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering.
Ah.
I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away.
He didn't.
A pointless gift from some strange woman.
He kept it. Because it's right
If you bring me
here.
something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you.
Fine. Don't acknowledge that I found your long-lost fabric. That'd just be too easy. Alright, let's leave. Let's go up this way. Hey, it's the girl.
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a
No.
little push in the right direction?
No, I'm just exploring. I'm getting a new idea. It involves ignoring you. No need to push me, but the direction would help. You're the one who needs a little push. Yeah, I'm not going to be outright mean to this
No
girl.
need to push me, but the direction would help.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm
doing
working
that.
on it. You can't rush these things, you know?
Have you noticed anything unusual?
Several.
I noticed
Several
that this is going
things.
to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water?
The
trees?
water.
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding
Bye-bye.
in the bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
What? She did, in fact, poof away.
This staircase is a tree, and this tree is a staircase, and this place is so weird.
I agree. It is quite weird. Excuse? Oh. I went down the stairs. Okay. Now I understand.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside.
That's not what I clicked,
This
but
side of
okay.
the museum is surrounded by
There we
blue and
go.
red flowers.
Alright.
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up in wooden supports? It's bizarre.
There's a lot that's bizarre in this particular picture here. Like, there's an entire thing just for Boggy. It's creepy. Alright, let's go
The
in.
door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Cool. Well, ooh, interesting. Whoop, 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 whoop.
That top
There we
hat
go.
guy would have so struggled with this one.
Was that a jab at Professor Layton? Oh my dude. I can guarantee you that Professor Layton's puzzles have been far more, difficult than what you've given me. Hi, nerdy guy. What's up?
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish, my sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Actually.
Right, that's it.
Jeez, this guy.
You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What
Agent
are you doing?
Folder. What am I doing? I am I'm definitely writing bad things about you in my notebook.
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
For sure. Alright, tell me all about your job, Agent Folder.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So, you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Well, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here.
Oh.
I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Do you live here then?
What kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front.
Yeah.
Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So,
Good.
you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you. If you're in the mood for a little light reading, let me find it for you.
I kind of hate him.
Oh, yeah,
Kind of hate him a lot,
something for
actually.
beginners, at least.
Oh, for beginners. Aight. Information about Boggy, collected by Ancient Folder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of a haunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he has 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead, to make him less threatening. Makes sense. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. Interesting. Okay.
What were you doing last night?
Ah.
Yeah. Were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before
Going through your folders.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please.
What?
There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door.
So this lockpick is yours. Okay, good.
No
Fantastic.
business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to
To the
pick
police.
my questions carefully.
The lockpick I was given. Was I given this? I wasn't given this. Lockpick I found inside. Not even. Okay. Found near Remington's body. Was definitely the murder weapon. Yep. Might belong to Agent
The
Folder.
lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
I think he is.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Oh.
It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's... I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Well, I know he wasn't the one in the costume because he would be a huge stickler about accuracy. So he's good there.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yes, he is.
Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
Interrogate?
So, what are we showing Folder now?
I suppose I should show him the
Where did I
lockpick.
find this again?
Outside the office.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open
You
locked
already
doors.
admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost it and had to
You
buy a
lost your
new one.
lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
So you're definitely not getting it back. Okay, Folder, I'm out. Peace.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Another story from Buggy's Bug.
SFB Productions, Swamp Studios, recorded by Swamp Sound.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Okay, well, found
I don't
Found
think
the
these gloves
costume.
are part of the exhibit.
costume hands.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
According to historical sketches, the skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to that of a toad or frog. 3 prominent sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapon of the boggy swamp monster. Early sketches even showed a small thumb. Interesting. Do not touch. Well, I touched all of that. It's covered in strange liquid. It's probably gonna be the swamp again. Alright,
I'd better take a look at this.
Hello.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
I'll just take it. Seems to be a page ripped from the back, apparently. Journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp, probably the lady. Only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches on the appearance. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden underneath the water. Cool. Alright.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago. In a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction.
So this wasn't
That
even
might
the
explain why it
area?
looks so out of place. Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damp swamp.
Alright.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
Well, if only we had a lockpick.
This is a really cramped museum. Just one room, not worth the admission price.
You're right.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did. Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer. who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
Cool. All right.
Things in jars.
Oh, I can actually, like...
I don't
okay.
like things in jars. Unless the thing is marmalade.
Fair.
These are skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models.
Indeed they are.
Books
here?
about Boggy and other
Some
mysterious
books.
creatures. I'll read them some other time. This is a really not...
Alright, I think that's it for here. Let us mosey on out of here. Alright, I don't have anything for y'all. I don't think. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to go in this door.
This might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
Wow. Gonna... Oh, I see. Okay. That and this? No. That totally fits. Okay.
Even though I have the key, this door has... So...
Like, there's only so many combinations. Am I supposed to do something here? Oh, of course.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose.
Probably not.
Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings.
It's,
Vincent Vanderpeer's
Ah.
business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
cool.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF.
FF.
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. It's a letter Remington before some... My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease. There's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places.
Cool.
It's the hand... Richard, we're worried. Send the letter is signed, and it's some kind... The whole thing is...
I think that's
There's a
all?
map of the swamp. It's been...
Yeah, that's all for that. These are some creepy trophies.
These animals, they're all... They're not... I don't recognize any of them. No way. No way. Is this... a werewolf? These animals, I don't recognize... These animals,
Yeah, this is very strange. Oh, hey, a gun.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office. Hey, look.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now. Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth.
Claws.
It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those 3 prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
Fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office. It has 3 small prongs on the end. Small amount of dry blood on the tips of the prongs. Covered in strange slime. Match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon? Yes, that would very likely be. And an open door?
I probably shouldn't leave until I've searched a bit more thoroughly. This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. This is the creepiest.
Okay.
Something happened here.
Knocked over chair.
There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window. This is the
Huh. Creepy office, yes.
hunting member. It would be an impressive.
Yep.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on what?
Yep. Okay. Well, I think I can leave.
I probably shouldn't leave.
No, I can't. I'm still missing something. Okay.
This is the creep.
Nope, that's not it.
Something happened. There are signs of a.
Nope, that's not it.
The open window.
That's not it. Pictures?
Photos and
There
paintings
it is.
line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Let's see if it will. Alright, let's see here. There's that. There's this. There's that. There's this. There's that. This. That. This. That.
This photograph, it's a young Remington, and then some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Yeah. Definitely. The First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters, Headquarters, 1963. Group photo of a hunting club. Younger Remington stands among friends. They're all holding rifles. Cool. There's Remington and his fantastic mustache.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Probably. Broken mirror. When did I find a broken mirror? All the suspects. Oh, no. Hunting photo is historical evidence that he belonged to a secret society.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions.
Yeah.
I should ask around. See if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Ooh, chapter 3. Richard Remington's Real Reasons. Good alliteration. Alright, moving on. Boop. Alright, let's see. I want to go... I can just fast travel. That's awesome. That is amazing.
Someone please tell me what... Well, the lights are on.
Hey. Okay. You, I have questions for you. Richard
You've been
Remington.
here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll
'Cause
be
he was hunting
better off without him.
crazy things.
Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters.
Yep.
Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting? Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's Bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
I mean, he's the one who tried to hunt him down in the first place, but that's okay. Present clue. Hunting photo.
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
Alright, there was another thing. What was the other thing that I found? Oh,
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
I thought you might.
'Cause it's yours!
I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
You found... You found Boggy's Bog when this was discovered by the
Lady
explorer
Weybridge founded
60 years
Boggy's
ago,
Bog
which is
when
how long
the
you've been
swamp
here.
creature was discovered by the explorer 60 years ago. Ooh, that's nearly right.
Oh, founded.
I'm starting to piece together the history of this place.
Was living in the swamp. There we go.
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorer 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer. I've been looking
Tell
into
me
the
your
history of this
secrets.
place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house.
I did do that, yes.
Remember?
You were living in the swamp.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You
Yep.
learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Thank you.
There's a page
yes.
missing
Page
from
missing.
the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal. Or what, that I stole it?
You probably stole it
You
from
took
the...
it from the journal while it was on display in the museum. Let's think about this one again.
Well, that's a... That's a noise. Let's try that again.
I've been...
Oh, really? Did you find...
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me when you remember.
Yes. You were here.
That...
The one... You know who I... His sketches...
You already...
I think you know where it is.
There's a page. Because...
You... Or what?
So you stole it from him.
You stole it from him before he left the swamp.
Apparently
no,
I don't know.
That's not right, is it?
Apparently I don't know. Okay. Let us then leave. Because I don't know, apparently. Alright. Where do I want to go? I want to... Wait a minute. Do I have... Journal, film, clues. I got all the things. There were numbers on the back of that business card. I don't know if that's actually related. Let's check.
Remington's desk. It's all about an ink bottle spilled. Yeesh. Perhaps there's some. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled.
But it won't let me actually look at the back of it? Interesting. Alright. Wait. Okay. Aha! So your challenge was solved. 6. Suspicious. Vanderpeer carried his camera. Looking sick. Passionate hobby on the side.
Not suspicious.
Oh, I can... Oh.
Suspicious.
Interesting. Okay. I don't think
Not
that's suspicious. It says no one knows the shape of the footprints. That is suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Then spends a lot of time. Deep interest. Folder. Knows a lot about the group.
Not suspicious.
Okay. And, okay, so that determines how suspicious they actually are. Okay. All right. So you have a challenge. You have a challenge. Solved your challenge. Yep.
So,
Okay. There's a thing missing. Maybe I have to look at her house.
I'm
indoors.
The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned it hurts my brain. Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. I'm indoors.
Indoors. What's up here?
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it.
Okay, so there's that. Flower book. That doesn't really tell me anything. Okay. Let us go to the cafe. Can I
There's
enter
a little
into this?
locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe.
Can't enter it. Okay. What am I missing here? Hi, girly. Oh, right, I can talk to everybody about other
What can you
things.
tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Sure.
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought
was Shrek's swamp.
he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
What can I show him?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Okay, I don't like that. Actually, hold up. Let's go back. I do need to talk to you, sir, about your nasty, nasty, nasty swamp
It's the most
water.
popular drink that I sell.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Huh. Last
You're
night.
going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
Did I not actually ask him this?
I was working
Whoops.
here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually, they all left, and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
It's true.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Buggy
Someone
costume.
made a costume to look like the creature. They
Yes.
must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does
Yeah.
seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
But you will.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this.
Yeah.
I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies.
Some dark
but
secrets?
I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream. I can tell you that much.
Okay, cool. Alright.
There's
Can
a
I
little
do
locked
something
door on the side of the ship
about this
here.
now?
I think it's part of the cafe.
Nope. Can't do it.
A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
Cool. Alright. Alright, let's see here. What does that have for us? Oh. That's not what I wanted. Alright. I don't know what the oh, this is chapter 4. Got it. You know, I should probably go and just
The
deal with
tree
this.
comes straight through the middle of the house. It even has little drawers carved into it. Okay, even I'll admit, that's pretty cool.
Okay, lady, I need to present a clue. There we go.
Let's
Fireplace.
see. First thing we do is then tap the faucet.
Boop. Boop.
And now we just have to match the
And then,
color
surprise,
of that liquid with
surprise,
these
it's just
ingredients.
green, so it's blah, blah. Chalk among chalks. The same
Now I know what
color.
that liquid. I'll write it down in my notes. What's going on here? That was definitely the same as the other tests.
'Twas.
There's something about that green slime.
My hairstyle is proof that Sally's legs have magic powers.
My hairstyle
I solved it.
is proof that Sally's legs have magic powers. No.
Dang. Anyway. What does this tell us? So blop and blop are covered in the same swamp slime.
The fireplace poker found at the crime scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They
Aha!
link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Excellent. Can I do more clues? Gloves.
Let's see. First, then
Yeah,
tap.
yeah. Green, blop,
And now,
blue, yellow, blop. Look, it's green.
got it. Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again.
Okay. All right, Sally. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Sally, Sally, Sally. Oh, that's just a note. There we go. Now I can do that. Hey, Sally.
Hey,
I have a theory that the murderer
I talked
was
to you about
wearing
this.
a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Yeah.
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always
I
wear
wonder
those
where
black
that
leggings?
Sally's legs was
You've
going to
only
come
just
into
met
play.
me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
Making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Is it?
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
Cool.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but...
Did he not hire you?
Preoccupied.
Preoccupied?
Who hired you
Like
then?
he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that? The black leggings you found in your bag this morning, they're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
That's a fair point. Leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know,
Yep.
I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up?
That's also a good point.
Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're all loose and stretched.
They're loose and stretched.
One of those
That's right,
one of those
someone else.
options was you're
Someone
too fat
larger
to
than
fit
those
in them.
ones. They're stretched out.
What?
Especially at the waist. It's
So
pretty obvious.
rude.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in their boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can
To
take this
wind
one.
up? Oh. It fell. It was a bit anticlimactic. Small plastic toy sold at the gift shop. Has the cartoony appearance of Boggy. Boggy's feet are hidden in a bucket of water, so even here, no one knows what his feet look like. Alright, thank you, Sally. I don't know if I need you anymore. Let's see. That's not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Sally has long legs. Is that suspicious? No.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
No.
Not suspicious. Not
I
suspicious.
don't think she's suspicious at all. Unless that's her whole shtick. Anyway. Let us... What does that give us now? So we know that there's a wind-up toy in our clues. But the black leggings were stretched out. So it's likely a bigger dude. And that narrows it down to two options. Maybe. This big large boy over here. And Mr. Burl. Alright, let's ask you about
I found these
costumes.
designs for a costume. A boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know. I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
He did have a couple.
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
Good point. Good point. Alright, feels like I'm done talking to him. Excellent. Perfect. Not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
That is suspicious. Not suspicious. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. Okay. Alright. Vander person. I forget your name.
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
Vanderpeer.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
I mean, technically. But practical effects are so much better.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an
Kind
enemy
of
or
suspicious,
two,
but okay.
or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Alright. Let me actually check something. Nope, not that. None of these guys look familiar. Thought that maybe one of them was actually going to work here or something. But that is not the case. Alright, Vanderpeer. That's not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Not suspicious. That's kind of suspicious. That's kind of suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Not suspicious. Okay. Alright. Then you...
Not suspicious.
That's kind of suspicious.
Not suspicious.
What?
Suspicious.
Kind of. Uh-huh. Yes. Asked to leave her home in the swamp. That is suspicious. Hates Remington. That's suspicious. Offered Remington some fabric as a peace offering. That's
Not suspicious.
not necessarily suspicious. She's probably still on my list of possible suspects. I don't know. I have to talk to you more. Ugh, I have to talk to you more. Alright, let's get it over with. Hi, you.
So,
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
we didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
Ah.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
It's
Did
true.
he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. So he just says no, it wasn't, and that's it? Okay.
So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
Okay. So, I found it. no other information. No, you're not going to elaborate. Okay. Well, I feel like you still have something. You still have something that I'm not seeing.
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
Uh-huh.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh, wait, I just noticed. I'm missing something for the journal. That's the missing page. Got it. And I still need to find the last piece of the boggy costume, which are the feet, which no one has really seen. So that's not a very accurate representation.
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Sure, folder. Sure. Okay. Don't think anything else for you is important. Alright, girl.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
What?
Ooh, the murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that they...
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy.
This
Hey,
girl's
don't
real
worry.
creepy.
I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no.
I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy.
I don't believe he could ever hurt anyone.
So, he won't get in trouble? You won't have to leave?
Well, he's been out here for what, 60 years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well,
Let's hope.
in that case, he says... Thank you.
Who is that little girl? What is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, Echo still has a challenge that I haven't found yet. Let me see these notes. Ink bottle has been recently spilled. Hunting memorabilia. Recognize species. Something strange about every single one of them. Signs of struggle. Curtain ripped hanging outside. Next. No clues at all? His feet are hidden in the murking water. Boggy's Bog. Ooh, there are two things at the fork. What's this?
There's a hollow part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Oh.
Note to self, don't fall in.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left. I'm not hungry, though.
What other thing?
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear.
Yes, yes indeed. Hollow part of the gigantic tree, too dark to see. So what's the
It's
other
the base
thing?
of a gigantic tree, and it's sitting in the very heart of the swamp. Was this entire place built around it?
Okay. So I got that. That's all done for that. Cool. The protest. I still need to... Yeah, I still need to get into his tent. clearing has something. Let's go to the clearing.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Ooh, can I go there? Where's that? Oh, okay. That's this. Alright. Let's go here. Clearing has that now. It's not part of it, so really only people who knew it was there really works well with it. The woods. Okay. The woods are something I need to deal with.
There are bizarre and...
Yeah. Alright, let's go to the woods then.
This staircase is a trick, and this place.
Yeah.
The rock path leading back towards the museum. The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it.
The water's
Not bad.
clear here? Interesting.
What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water
Hey.
moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find.
We're
a
gonna
clue.
find a clue. Oh. Hello. Oh. It's a... It's a footprint. Okay. Goes there. It goes there, I guess. No. That goes here. And this goes here. It goes here. And this goes here.
I recognize that footprint.
There we go.
It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
Cool.
The water's. I can see my. Not bad.
So
What's
that's
this?
all for that. Cool. Okay. So that clears up the woods. Oop. And the museum has something that I still haven't. Okay, let's go to the museum again. Not talk to him. What did I miss?
This is a really cramped museum. Just not worth it.
What did I miss?
There's a little door in the wall.
Other than
here.
this.
I think it leads outside. It's locked though.
I can't use the lockpick. Which makes no sense. I should be able to do that.
I have no interest in something like that.
Darn.
Obviously.
Okay. What to do, what to do. 'Cause, I've got almost everything here. Gift shop doesn't have anything else. This doesn't have anything. Nope, 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 nope. Museum. And that's it. And the protest. So the protest area has something. I can't get into it unless I knew the combination. Which I could brute force it, but that would take a while.
It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should...
Okay, this does do that. I don't do it through that. Okay. Was there a number that I found at all? Let me look through my clues. No. There's a thing missing here. Same here. It's a 4
I'm
number
impressed
combination.
and
Yeah, 4. Okay. Let's go back here. Swamp juice. That. Yeah. There's nothing else there. This is an older map from what I saw. There's a hat. Stop swamping the swamp, which is always fun.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
Something about the blue and red flowers was actually important.
I don't think it's a... This...
Oh. Okay. I think I can grab that once I get the key. Oops. Let me go to you. Let me go to Harper. I think there was something I needed to talk to Harper about. Right. Right, now I remember. Harper.
It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
It's because it's your slime.
It's the most popular. In fact, the... I can't help you with that one. Why don't you show...
Not the costume. Well, maybe costume designs. Nope. That's not it.
That's
rifle?
Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason. He was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
Yep, it was. Whoop.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you...
Hold up. I already completed that. Hunting photo.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
Okay.
That's the same fabric from Mr. Remington's curtains. I can't help.
Okay, just...
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with.
Ah, did he? I'm just gonna show you
Why don't
everything.
show...
Yeah.
You don't know everything, I can't help.
When in
Why
doubt,
don't
show
you
everything.
that It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there. You don't... I can't... Why don't you show... You don't know every... I can't help...
Okay. I've got nothing else to show you.
I don't know what to say. It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation.
Does he say a
asks
combination?
How business is going and what everyone likes to eat. Nothing of real importance.
That's suspicious. Okay.
I don't
Bobby.
know very much about them. You have a lot of suspects on that list.
I do.
I don't know what to say. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you. I don't know very much about them.
Uh-huh.
You have a lot of suspects on that.
What about you?
You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Not anymore.
Technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
Okay. Don't have anything else for you anymore. I need to talk to you.
I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
I mean, that's always a good way of doing things.
I'm not even sure who that is.
Who's Boggy? Is this not the main character for this particular themed park? Like, you should know who Boggy is. You've been here for 60 years. I'll let it slide for now.
You should ask someone else.
Yeah, I didn't think you would know him.
A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though.
Unfortunate. Because I'm visiting.
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree. I'm not even sure who that is.
Okay.
You should ask.
Don't have much to say
Show
on
it to
anyone.
Doesn't. I'm not even.
Alright, let me show you all the clues.
No, thank you. If you bring me some, you can put that on. No, thank you. There's
Alright,
samples of flowers that grow in this area.
cool.
2 of them you don't see very much anymore.
Uh-huh.
And 1 of them only grows around the museum.
Yes.
If you bring me some, you can put that.
Yeah, I didn't think you could
No,
help
thank you.
with some of this stuff.
If you bring me something with,
Yeah.
you can put. No, thank you.
Alright, you got nothing to say on anything. You got nothing there, so that's fine. That's done. Sally! Hey, girl.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
Anyway.
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular. I
Okay.
always thought it was weird that his feet are in that little bucket all the time.
It's just part of the character, I guess. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the one product I'd consider buying. I have no idea what that...
Good, great.
Where are you? Is that one of your clues?
No.
I have no idea what that is.
Alright, girl.
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pocket?
Yes, I am keeping it all in my
Is that one of your
pockets.
clues?
Like this
I have-
rifle.
Where are you?
Oops.
This was taken near the
Ah.
forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
You have something
Yes, I
to
think
say
so.
about this.
The water
Excellent.
is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot,
Ah.
actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Cool.
Is that one of your?
Ah, stop.
I have no idea. Where are you? Is that one of your clues? I can draw way better than that.
Huh.
Show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
Alright.
That is not something from my gift shop.
No, it's not.
I've never seen it before. I have no idea what that.
Alright.
Never
And
mind.
your
Now
leggings.
they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
That's fair. Alright.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
It's fair.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
Wow,
know.
dude. Nope, that's a clue. I don't want clues. I want profiles.
I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
I haven't either.
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
I mean, that's fair.
Is that your new friend? Sweet.
I don't like how you were
Really
implying.
don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
Is that one of the others?
Bank beer.
More suspicious. Is that your new friend?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of
Oh.
him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
What is he
I'm
doing
happy
in there?
to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
My lapels. Has never spoken to my breakfast and plans to eat it.
My lapels has never spoken to my breakfast and plans to eat it. I don't get it. Seriously.
I don't either, dude. Anyway. Protest sign. Oh. There we go.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo
Cool
can tell me
challenge.
what he's been doing
Excellent.
that's more important than his protest.
Just wondering when we get that. Confirm. Alright.
Her.
Then you.
I
Yeah.
don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
That's fair. Okay. Protest. Hey, Echo. Let's see what
I
challenge
heard you've been spending less
I
time
can do
protesting
here.
recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. there isn't really any reason for it.
You're
Nothing
weird,
worth
dude.
writing down, at least.
Well, it was not worth writing down.
You're very, very
maybe it's worth
strange.
hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent.
Okay.
Notebook time.
I have a silly nickname. Taxes?
You've been hiding in your tent from the tax man.
Why not?
Wait, that worked? That worked? That worked? What? What?
Show it to somebody else.
Okay, I'm gonna start showing you stuff, I
No
guess.
I'm afraid I have no. Show it to.
Basically,
thanks,
show it
my
to someone
friend.
who cares.
I'm afraid. Show it to some.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea.
Alright,
Show it to
lockpick.
somebody-
Nope.
No thanks, my friend.
You just don't know anything.
Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion
Why
it may
not?
have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things.
Huh?
Don't lose that picture.
Why?
And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
I did.
I'm
Why would
afraid I...
you...
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind.
Uh-huh.
He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course. Show it to somebody...
Uh-huh.
No thanks. I'm afraid I have...
Okay. That's enough of that.
I have nothing to say about them.
Okay.
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting.
Sure.
Pretty good beard, too.
I agree with that assessment.
He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him.
Maybe?
Everyone will.
Dude, you're not making yourself
You're asking the wrong
out
person.
to be, like, not suspicious.
You're wasting your time with that one. I have nothing to say about...
Okay.
Ah, yes. Agent Folder.
Oh.
A good man.
You know this person.
We get on rather well. And we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Did you now?
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Okay.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Cool. Suppose I'm done talking to you now. Maybe?
I heard and no.
I
So,
What happens if I do a different...
well... Howdy. Notebook time.
If I do this?
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
Oh.
I
Okay.
heard you've been spending less time and more time... Howdy.
See.
Let's work out why Echo was hit. Notebook time.
Maybe I just don't
You've
know.
been hiding in your tent because the swamp is haunted.
Haunt the swamp.
Why not?
So I don't know. I don't know what your thing is then.
I'm
Which
impressed.
means
And
I need to get into here. Which means I still need the combination. Which I don't know. Alright.
Looks like
Let's talk to you. Start presenting clues.
That's great.
Cool.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it?
Oh, no, back.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last... That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Cool. Whoop. Before he got ill and rushed back to his
That's
office.
right.
this is going down in my notebook. It
Mm-hmm.
might be important.
Should be.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there?
Yes, I have.
I'm sorry I have not... Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Yeah. Same.
What is it? Some evidence? I'm sorry I have not seen... What is it? Some evidence from... That's great. I'm sorry I have... What is it? I'm sorry I have not seen that before. You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody to... I really don't have an opinion. My apologies.
What do you know?
You should ask someone else.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
The
And
famous
beer.
director and my friend. Try showing it to somebody different. I really don't have an opinion.
Cool. You are useless to me.
This area is kind of...
Okay.
You won't be getting very far discussing. If you want an autograph,
I don't
I
want
don't
an
really have
autograph.
time to be looking at. You won't be getting very far. If you want an autograph, I don't really have time to be looking at items from your.
It's true.
You won't be getting very.
I'm not getting
If you
very
want an
far.
autograph, I don't really have time. You won't be getting. If you want an autograph, I don't really
Oh
have
my
time.
goodness.
You won't be getting. He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full time, you know.
Okay.
If you want an autograph, I don't really have. You won't be getting very. If you want an autograph,
All right.
now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday,
Yeah.
that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Indeed.
Not me.
Isn't he
I
your
mean,
prime
technically,
suspect?
yes, is why I'm here.
Officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years, and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Murder. Alright.
I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's...
Sure.
I simply don't have time to help you with it.
Don't know that.
He's been working
Tell me
with
about
me
Bobby.
for a number of years. A real expert, of course.
Thanks. That was incredibly
The
useful.
world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him. You're a lucky man.
Yeah, lucky. So lucky.
You want me to sign a photograph for you?
No, I don't want...
I'm a busy man.
You don't have anything.
I simply don't have time.
Okay, you've got Jack and shit. Cool. Going back to you.
So-
I showed you everything, right? I did not.
I have no interest in... You're wasting your... This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
I never want to see it again.
A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them.
Mm-hmm.
I have no interest in something like... This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
Okay.
You're wasting your precious time, detective. Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
It is.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Yes.
Now you're catching on. I've never seen that before. I have no interest in something you found on the floor. Come back when I'm not so busy, all right?
What's yours? Whatever.
You're wasting your precious... Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Oh. Good to know.
The real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? I've never seen that before.
And that's it, yeah? That all I have? Cool.
This person is of no interest to me. Oh, yes, I know him. He
Yeah.
occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
Sure.
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Wow. Douche.
Next time, only show me something.
I'm showing you all the things.
Whatsoever.
Showing you all the
If
things.
I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
That's you. That's... You don't care about yourself?
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's
Please.
the difference anyway?
Everything! The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that was actually solved? Legit? Okay. Maybe I should go back and do that third option. That might actually give me something.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
You were living here.
You know, his sketches...
You already... You learn...
I think you know where it is.
You're... Or...
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then... I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
What?
I think there's something on the back.
Oh.
Footprints.
Interesting. Interesting. So tell me about
he drew
this.
me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Wow, rude. Okay. All right, we have more information. That's cool.
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Is it? The beginning of the end, Chapter 4. Okay. Let me... I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna go show him this. 'Cause maybe...
Is that the missing
There we
page
go.
of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a
you're not
museum.
right. I had to be saying that.
Ha! But no. Okay. No comment on... No comment on the fact that it had the feet? No? Nothing? Okay.
You finally returned.
I have.
Did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
It's not.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
Alright, here you go.
If that's not Boggy, what is it?
Tis
I
costume.
found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can
Thank
you
you.
prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Aha! But I do have
What's
that.
this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind.
It's
How do you
true.
explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
Why, I can show you that.
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place.
It's true.
Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
Doesn't.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think. This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure he got
To make
ill
sure
and
Remington got
returned
ill
to his
and had to
office.
return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Yep. The murder!
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me.
The
I
flippers.
think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them?
Sure.
Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep... And if you want to hear the sounds again...
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to...
Yep. Alright. That's that. Boggy. Blast. Fires his rifle. Grabs metal poker. Outcry. Rips off fabric. That's that.
I think
there it is.
That's it.
Ah, excellent.
By Jove,
There's just
I've
two
got
small
it.
details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What
because it
happened
was
to it?
Stuffed in the head.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain.
I know.
The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Blit. 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 Blit.
Wait, you never found the body piece.
It's true, I haven't.
The torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around.
It's because
Not
he's still wearing
like
it?
the others.
Echo's still wearing it? That's why he's got that poncho?
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body.
Oh, that's why he's like
believe
he's
it may have even
thick
been enough to
padding.
Soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
I can tell you.
But how? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
Continue.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you.
What?
You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
Yep. Let's see here. Forgot to tell me that it's eaten by Boggy. Oh. There we go.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. A secret
The hunter
society,
and the hunted.
an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man. and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He was.
Made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Yep.
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
But he's not a killer. You're the one who...
Detective.
Yes.
It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
What?
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down.
Ah!
Hey, wait!
What? 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 Hi. Bye. Did you have fun? How come nobody ever looked in that?
Aha!
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
But I never opened the tent. I didn't open the tent. Did I miss something then? I'm sorry, Aaron Hansen? Who did Aaron play? One of the few times that I think that a credit scene went too fast.
What did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We better be.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm missing some stuff. But, yeah, that was a good game. It was easy at the beginning, and then got convoluted because of a few mistakes on my part. But overall good. I'll have to look at the sequels. There is one. Yes, there was. Jen said that there was. So I'll have to look into that and get that. But yeah. Well, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching. And I will be back at some point. I may play some Horizon Zero Dawn on Saturday. So I may stream that. I'm not sure. I'd like to. Yeah, we'll go from there. So, again, thank you. And have a safe one, guys.